panicking diver ascended feet first. Ben Raya was diving off Lossiemouth in the Moray Firth in 2014. He had qualified as a BSAC diver 6 weeks prior. He was at the maximum depth of 12 meters for about 19 minutes into his dive when things started to go wrong. Natasha Scott, who was Ben's diving instructor, went into the water before Ben with another diver who had a problem with their ears, but she overheard Ben having his buddy check being performed back on shore. So Ben then later went into the water and descended, giving Natasha the OK signal. Later on during the dive, Ben lost one of his fins. So Natasha went over to help him and help him to put it back on, and he then started to ascend and was spinning out of control and apparently was disorientated. So Natasha tried pulling Ben back down, but sadly she failed, or he failed to respond to her sort of OK signal. So panic then kicked in, unfortunately, and he started to inflate his BCD. Okay, so she tried to grab hold of him to try and stop the rapid ascent, but it was so hard because of Ben's flailing limbs. She then had to let go of him for her own safety, and that's when Ben went out of her sight. So Ben, of course, ascended feet first to the surface due to the air being trapped in the legs of his dry suit. So the dive team then tried to get him back on board the boat when they reached the surface, but this proved a very difficult task due to his equipment and his overall weight. They finally did and started rescue breaths, but Ben was sadly unresponsive and very tragically pronounced dead later that day. His death was recorded as an accidental death, but pathologist Matthew Lyle commented that the cause of death should be recorded as death by diving. Although Ben's equipment was all in good condition, he did mismatch his valve and hose, which meant that it wasn't fully functioning according to an expert report. It is always sad when we have to report on a scuba diver dying. It just goes to show that staying relaxed even when things go wrong during a dive is so vital. In fact, it's really a matter of life or death. Of course, our thoughts are with the Raya family at this time.